The typical annual energy bill will fall to £1,690 from April, to the lowest for 2 years under the new price cap set by the regulator. It means a drop of £238 a year for a household, or around £20 a month, using a typical amount of energy. Lower wholesale prices paid by suppliers have led to the cut in the price cap for April to June, which will bring us some relief to bill payers. But campaigners said bills are still high and many will still struggle to pay. Energy prices are now at the lowest level since Russia's full-scale invasion of Ukraine in February 2022. However, even after April's drop, bills will remain well above pre-pandemic levels. The regulator's price cap affects 29 million households in England, Wales and Scotland. Rules are different in Northern Ireland, where prices are also falling. Ofgem sets the maximum amount that suppliers can charge for each unit of gas and electricity, but not the total bill. So if you use more, you will pay more. Specifically in England, Wales and Scotland, gas prices will be capped at 6 pence per kilowatt hour, and electricity at 24 pence per kilowatt hour. That compares to the current gas price of 7.42 pence per kilowatt hour and at 28.62 pence per kilowatt hour for electricity. Households on prepayment meters will pay the same as those on direct debit. Those who pay their bills every 3 months by cash or cheque will pay more. Standing charges, a fixed daily charge covering the cost of connecting to supply, have risen to 60 pence a day for electricity and 31 pence a day for gas. Although they vary by region, the regulator will add £28 to everyone's bill over a year to cover the cost of dealing with £3.1 billion of debt that customers owe to suppliers. That will pay for some debt to be written off for energy companies to offer repayment plans. Dame Claire Moriarty, Chief Executive of Citizens Advice, said it's good news that the cost of energy is falling, but the impact of sky-high prices will be felt for years to come. Families like Mum Sam from Greater Manchester and her sons Reuben 8 and Jensen 10 have been working hard to keep bills down by cutting their energy usage. I put the heating on in the morning just to give a little blast when the boys get up, and then maybe at the evening just for an hour, but we just try and cut back as much as possible. And I wear as many clothes, coats and things as I can, especially when I'm working from home. The boys are very aware of it because we talk openly about it, she said. That's why, as much as they do think I'm always liking them, it's just about trying to save money and save on energy. She said that the lower prices would take the pressure off and give a little bit of room in the budget, but they would continue to energy as much as they can. The vast majority of people pay by direct debit, with payments smoothed out over the year. However, those who pay via prepayment meter so often pay for energy as they use it would have benefited more had the cut come over the winter. Jonathan Braley, Chief Executive of Ofgem, said that by April, energy bills for the average household will have fallen by £690 since the peak prices. But there are still big issues that we must tackle head on to ensure we build a system that's more resilient for the long term and fairer to customers. Mr. Braley said the regulator was looking at standing charges, a fixed daily amount which covers the cost of connecting to a supply. There has been criticism about increases to these charges, and some have argued they should be abolished. But Mr. Brady said the issues were complex. The analysis we've done says there's a large group who are made somewhat better off by abolishing it, while there's a big but slightly smaller group who are made significantly worse off. In the winter of 2022 to 2023, overall energy prices were high, and rises would have been bigger had it not been for the government's energy price guarantee, limiting the typical bill to £2,500. Each household also received £400 of support over 6 months, but the government did not repeat the discount this winter. Cost of living payments seem set to end following a final instalment this month, and no plans have been announced for a continuation of the Household Support Fund, which councils use to offer direct support. Chancellor Jeremy Hunt could choose to address future support when he presents his budget on the 6th of March. A spokesperson for the Department for Energy Security said that we've halved inflation and energy prices are now significantly lower than their peak, but we recognise the challenges families are still facing. Labour's Shadow Energy Secretary Ed Miliband said that whilst it's welcome that the price cut is coming down, truth is that energy bills are still far too high for hard-working families.